Welcome to Flawless Mathematics. This is part number 6 of Maxima and Minima chapter. So yesterday I have already discussed that how can we obtain when the given from the given condition, how we can obtain the function, right? So today also I will show you some example. So that is, for our first problem is if the sum of the lengths of the hypotenuse and a side of right angle triangle is given, so that the area of the triangle is maximum when the angle between them is pi by 3. So what is the given condition here? So here our given condition is the sum of the lengths of the hypotenuse and our side of right angle triangle. Okay, so our side of right angle triangle. So if we want to draw this as figure, then let's see, this is our right angle, right? This is our right angle. Okay, so and let's say, or let's assume that this angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta, and this is the base of right triangle, that is BC, and we assume this length as x, right? And this is A, so AC as hypotenuse. What is we assume the length of AC is y. Okay, now this sum of x and y is given. So let's say that the sum of the length x plus y equals to k, where k is a constant. Okay, where k is a constant. Okay, now from there we obtained y equals to k minus x. Okay, now next go to the next so that we have to prove that the area of the triangle is maximum when the angle between them is pi by 3. Okay, so what is the formula of area of a triangle? That is A equals to half into base, that is BC, into hypotenuse, that is AC, here AC, right? Here AB, because the height, right? So AB. Now, or A equals to half into, that is x. Now what is AB here? So AB here is y square minus x square, right? Y square minus x square. Now if you take square both sides, then or A square equals to x square by 4 into y square minus x square, right? And what is y square? That is, or A square equals to x square by 4 into k minus x whole square minus x square, because y equals to k minus x, right? Y equals to k minus x. See, now if we simplify this term, that is A square equals to x square by divided by 4, that is x square into k square minus 2kx plus x square minus x square. Okay, so plus x square minus x square gets cancelled. Now it's x square k square minus 2xk cube, 2kx cube, right? Now finally we get our function, that is 2x square k square minus 2kx cube. Okay, so this is our function. Now doing the same step. Okay, so differentiating both sides with respect to x, that is 2a into dA by dx, right? 2a into dA by dx equals to 2k square x minus 6k x square divided by 4, right? Because 1 by 4 is constant and the derivative of x square is 2x and the derivative of x cube is 3x square. So 2 into 3 equals to 6kx square, right? Now how can we obtain the critical point? So the critical numbers of A are given by dA by dx equals to 0, right? So dA by, you can write it at extrema, dA by dx equals to 0. So what is our dA by dx? That is k square x minus 3kx square divided by 4a equals to 0. Okay, 4a equals to 0. Now, therefore, x equals to, what is x equals to here? See, 4a into 0 is 0. Now, k square, so k is common, so kx, see, kx minus 3 equals to 0. So, x equals to, here k minus 3x, right? So, x equals to k by 3. X equals to k by 3. We find the critical point, that is x equals to k by 3. Now, differentiating both sides with respect to x again, that is second order derivative. So, that is here, from here to dA by dx whole square plus 2a d square a divided by dx square, right? Because first we constant this term. Now the derivative of dA by dx, that is d square a divided by dx square, and then if we constant this term dA by dx, then the derivative of a is dA by dx. So that is dA by dx a whole square, right? Whole square. Now equals to 0, equals to, now here 1 by 4 is also a constant. Now this is 2k square because the derivative of x is 1 minus 12kx because the derivative of x square is 2x. So 2 into 6 is 12. So 12kx, okay, equals to, divided by 4, that is 2k square minus 12kx, right? 12kx. Now we put the value here. We put the value when x equals to k by 3, dA by dx equals to 0, right? Now we put that two values, dA by dx equals to 0 at x equals to k by 3. Okay, so what we get here, that is, see, here dA by dx equals to 0, so this term is cancelled out, right? Now here see, x equals to k by 3, x equals to k by 3, right? Now d square a divided, okay, so d square a divided by dx square equals to, that is, if we take common 2, that is k square minus 6kx, then we put here 4a and k square minus 6 into k into x, that is k by 3. So it's k square minus 2k square, that is minus k square divided by 4a, which is less than 0, right? Now, so we may conclude that a is maximum when x equals to k by 3, right? Now if x equals to k by 3, then what about y? Y is k minus x. So k minus k by 3, that is 2k by 3. Now in the triangle, okay, so this is theta, this is BC and A, right? Now therefore in the triangle ABC, cos theta, what about cos theta? So cos theta is BC divided by AC, right? So equals to, that is, this is, we take this as x and this as y, so that is x by y equals to cos theta equals to k by 3 divided by 2k by 3. That is, finally we get cos theta as half. So cos theta equals to half, that is theta equals to cos inverse half. that is pi by 3. Okay, pi by 3, because cos pi by 3 equals to half. So finally we get the value of theta, that is pi by 3. So this completes our proof. Then that if the area of the triangle is maximum when the angle between them is pi by 3. So proved. Okay, now we move forward to the next math. See, our next math is so that the surface area of a closed cubic with square base and given volume is minimum when it is a cube. So you have to prove that the given volume is minimum and a closed cubic with square base, then the surface area is minimum when it is a cube, right? So here let assume that V be the fixed volume of the closed cubic. Okay, closed cubic with length x, breadth x and height y. Okay, so I have to write it. Let V be the fixed volume with length x, breadth x and height y, right? Height y. Now what about the formula of the surface and S be the surface area of the cuboid. Okay, now what is the formula of V? That is volume. So V equals to x square y. That is the formula of cuboid, the volume of cuboid, where x is length, x is breadth and y is height. Okay, now so why we can take to same length? Because this is a square base with square base. That's why we can take the length and breadth as same length. Okay, now what is the formula of the surface area? That is 2 into x square plus xy plus xy. Okay, 2 into x square, so x into x, then x into y, then y into x. So see, x square plus xy plus xy, right? Now so finally we get 2x square plus 4xy. S equals to 2x square plus 4xy. Okay, now if we consider 2x square plus, see, v equals to x square y, so we may rewrite as v by x square, this term, y as v by x square. Now s equals to 2x square plus 4x into v by x square. Okay, as simple as that. Now s equals to 2x square plus 4v by x. Okay, so this is our function. Now we differentiating both sides with respect to x, that is dx by ds by dx, that is 4x minus 4b by x square. Now at the critical point, ds by dx equals to 0. So okay, so this is 0. Now 4x minus 4b by x square equals to 0. So therefore 4x cube minus 4v equals to 0. That is x cube equals to v. X cube equals to v. Now what is v? So v is x square y. So it's x equals to y. It's x equals to y, right? Now if we differentiating both sides with respect to x again, so okay, let me clear the board. We got ds by dx equals to 4x minus 4v by x square. So d squared a divided by dx square equals to here 4 minus here see 8v by x cube with negative sign, so it's minus minus plus, right? Now the second order derivative is 4 plus 8v by x cube. Okay, 8b by x cube, right? Now what is b here? That is 4 plus 8x square y divided by x cube. So 4 plus 8y by x. 4 plus 8y by x. Right. Now at the point of x equals to y, d square is divided by dx square. At the point of x equals to y, we get, see, 4 plus 8, that is 12, which is greater than 0. So at that point, at x equals to y point, our function, that is s is minimum. So s is minimum when length, x, breadth, x and height is also x, because y is our height, right? Because we assume y as height. Now in the solution we already shown that x equals to y, right? So s is minimum when length, breadth and height all are same, that is, it is a cube. Proved. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next video I will also discuss some problems regarding these topics. Okay, so up to this, bye bye.